Jay needs to carry a lot of stuff in terms of early game tempo.
He really does. He really
He
does.
really does. But this is going to be game number 4. Will Execration take us and make us go the distance? Or will ONIC stop their momentum right now?
Let's find out as we head into the matchup here. Execration versus ONIC-PH, and we are still going for the battle for third. Here, in this matchup.
And you have to give it to, you know, Oh My Venus. He has been stepping up in terms of the hero pool right now, and Dilar going up against Benecutie. Benecutie here will be the target, and that is going to be the first blood.
And I was talking about the early game. You want to win if you're ONIC, you gotta win it. You gotta get in that early game. You gotta get in before Atomax gets the levels, who is, by the way, leveling up very well on the mid lane. No one's getting targeted yet. And,
Benny?
Benny.
Oh, they still want more.
They're not
want
done.
more.
They're not done.
They're not done. They want Benecutie, and they want him now.
They're going to try to follow up, and they're going to try to cancel out Benecutie here in the top lane. But can they do that? Can they hold on? Can they keep poking it until he gives and just stays in base? That's not going to happen, but obviously they want
look
that.
at Natalia. Look at
Mid
Natalia.
lane.
Look at mid lane. Look at mid lane.
Mid lane, please.
Oh no. Something's
I don't know
happening.
what's happening in mid lane.
Something's happening, but Iyakno here going 1v1 Benecutie. Look at that. Okay.
A lot of stuff happened, but no one died.
They're chasing the
here
Chak.
he is. Here he is.
Chak will go down.
Chak goes down. And of course, there will be an answer. Oh My Venus also will be the casualty. But 1-for-1s are going to keep game pretty much even in terms of gold. Now we are going to see the spells here, the battle spells for Execration. Let's go ahead and open it up there. Execute, double execute for ONIC, and the quad flicker for Exec.
I like the adjustment coming up from ONIC. Like, realizing that you need the executes here from Dilar and Jay. The other team is just way too tanky.
Yeah, way too tanky.
And if you can get them to a certain threshold of HP, then just use that and take them down, then that's going to be beneficial for you.
It will be, absolutely. So we are going to see an absolutely beautiful game here from Execration. They're holding steady with their lineup, who wants also to go to the late game. And again, ONIC, they're getting a lot of gold for their efforts, and they're keeping up, which is, again, supposedly, if you have a Eudora on the enemy, that's just, whoa. It's just instant kills.
Venus!
Here we go.
Is the target here, and that is called a Death Brush. And I don't have to explain why it's called a Death Brush.
I was just saying that's what happens when you have a
There's actually something happening there. Jay, he will take down Eudora. Jay trying to get away, but he has something else in mind. He wants that kill, and he will get it. Chaknu going 1v1 against Dilar. Weiss, where are you? He's at bottom lane, and that means it's going to be prime time for Execration to just take that turtle rather.
Yep, absolutely. There you go. Turtle's gonna be the one to go down. 3 minutes and 30 seconds in the game. We're already free. Execration looking a lot better in this matchup.
But you know what? Sagitnu is in front. He's trying to fight this as much as possible. Jay here gets stunned. Ultimate is their combination. The damage isn't enough. Still isn't enough.
Careful.
But that is a preview of things to come.
It really is. And I think this combination of Chaknu throwing people back with Ejector and Atomax just staying behind, it's gonna keep going. It's gonna be a template here.
Make this viral. Make this a trend. That's what Execration wanna do.
Just throw people back.
Just throw people back.
Look at this.
And look at this.
They're getting dismantled by the Eudora in the early game. This is what I'm talking about. This is the hell Execration is going to be going through in the early with a Eudora in the lineup. That long stun followed with a Lycan Pounce will mean that someone almost instantly dies as long as he's alone. Like right now, I think Jay's dead. Yeah, there you go.
He was zoned out, put in a triangle, and he was made to run the other way. And with that, another kill goes to Hate. And Hate here, he has awakened.
Yep, he's up.
He's
this
up.
is it. This is a free 0-2 Roger. And at 5 minutes, that's saying something.
Wow. Just clearly, there's the awaken. Oh, my Venus will be the next target ejector. To the stun, to the execute. Man, oh man. If you're ONIC PH, how do you even fight this?
Yeah, exactly. That's just the question here. And again, this is the early game that they were supposed to win. But no, it's not gonna happen. DLR even using the Reiki Sandstorm defensively at this point.
Execration. They're looking at the turtle right now. More objectives on their side. But you know what? For the side of ONIC PH, I think they kind of gave that, how do I say this, jawhead out that easily. And it's really costing them at this point. Hate trying to run away like and pounce to the buff. It doesn't really reach Jay.
Yep, absolutely. There you go. This is the early game I'm talking about that Execration wants, and they are getting it each and every time. Oh, my Venus, he doesn't even look like he knows what he's going to do next. Gets thrown back to the Wolves. Literally thrown to the Wolves there.
Benny Cutie wants Wise. Wise here with a flicker, and Daytona's welcome. They get him. Jay just runs away, and they're collapsing right now. They cannot take this pressure. Execration, this is what we expected of them from game 1 to game 2.
Yep, absolutely. Whoa, there's a bit of a blur that happened there. But that's going to be a kill that's going to be picked up by ONIC out of nowhere. But that doesn't matter. Execration is going to barrel down on mid, and there's going to be very little that ONIC can do to stop it.
Execration. Oh, my Venus going in, trying to take them down. Netomax here, eating a lot of the meteor showers. Sagitno catches those hits for Etomax.
Yeah.
And
that was a meteor shower that was not powered up with a shield, so the damage was so low.
Was it?
Yeah, there was no shields on on Venus at that point. That's why it was just like a little line.
And there is a pause. Now, if you're on the side of ONIC PH, you can you might have a bit of a panic right now. There's this thing that's happening for ONIC where they cannot answer this Jawhead Eudora combination that Execration is putting on them right now. It seems like every time Chaknu gets an ejector, throws him back. You said this yourself.
And a very sly smile actually for Benny Cutie there.
You saw them earlier. They were down. They were really thinking on how to win. But for the side of Execration, right now, they found it and they want to win.
Yep, they got it. They got the groove, as they say. And yeah, it's looking like Execration wants to go for it. At this point, they can go for it, and then there's very little that ONIC can actually do against this.
And Sagitnu is playing a good Barrett's game. You don't see Barrett's having a good time right now.
Yep,
absolutely. To be honest, Barrett's is probably one of the lowest hero win rates in the MPL-PH Season 6. For other regions or for other countries, it's not looking that way. He's one of the most successful ones.
Yep, he's almost instantly locked, instantly picked for most times. And it's good for a good reason, especially at this point. Not only do they have a Jawhead, they also have the Daytona's Welcome. And that's just another tool in case the ejector's off on cooldown. That's something you can use.
That is true. And you have the meteor shower here. And oh, my Venus just wants to stall the game a bit. As you can see, in terms of items, you have Hate on 6,750 gold. Windtalker, Endless Battle, Raptor Machete, and Wise is still working his way to a Blade of Despair.
Yep. That's a oh my gosh. At 9 minutes he doesn't even have the Blade of Despair yet. That's how far behind.
That's how far behind, yeah.
PHR right now.
For the side of Execration, they just really want to put Etomax here in front. Not really gonna hit.
He will walk out. But that's not enough. These slippery slopes that this Natalia is taking is not gonna be enough to make any big difference, except when he does plays like this. You know, he's trying to control the waves. Everyone's so far away. And you know, where are you looking at? Where are you at?
And as you can see, Sagitta here is really just having a good
The
time.
mind game,
The
yeah.
mind games. And he's just going to wherever someone, wherever he can see a hero, he's just going to go there and he's going to try to annoy them. And clearly, things are going great for the side of Execration just because they have the Eudora, they have, let's say they have a Benny Cutie. But the thing is, if ONIC-PH take this to a late game, I am seeing that Execration might have a hard time in terms of damage. Well, in terms of bursting down someone, they do have the Eudora. But I would still put my money on late game scaling with Alice, UYSS, and Natalia.
Yeah. Man,
And Chango. Chango is there as well.
Chang is not even becoming a factor here at 0-4 and
Yeah.
1. Oh my gosh.
It's really easy for people to actually just eject the Chango.
That's true.
And
There's no counter stun.
there's no out. He can't get away with that. And if he stays in the backlines, let's say Venus stays in the backlines, then that means the ejector will always be with the flicker. So if he isn't really that alert, he doesn't react on time, he's just gonna get thrown out.
Yep. So I don't know what happened here. Why we have a no CC lineup for ONIC-PH. They're so confident in just their damage output. But the problem is at this point when you're under leveled, there is no damage output except for Dealer going to the back line. He fights Zito Max.
And Dealer here going 1v1 with Hate. Hate at half HP. Look at this, Iyaknu trying to use the Blood Ode. And here comes Daytona's Welcome, getting thrown into the front of the wall. Look at Benny Cutie going in. He's trying to tank up 3 members here on the side of ONIC-PH. He cannot do it. 4 members alive. Wise almost going down. That's a triple kill for Hate. Hate wants more, but Hate will not go in as they will take down the base. And
Whoa.
they take us to a game number 5, and look at Sagitno. They are actually throwing the chokes right now.